So many market watchers are divided over whether the current environment is an AI boom or an AI bubble. Can you talk about Morningstar's outlook?
So I would say we're much more in the AI boom point of view than a bubble. Now, having said that, we know how technology works. We've seen it in the past. At some point in time, it probably will turn into a bubble, but we don't think that we're there yet. And so I know, like even at the Morningstar Investment Conference, when we talked about AI investing in AI stocks, Brian Colello, who covers NVIDIA, Eric Compton, who's the technology sector director, had highlighted a number of different aspects as far as why they don't think that we're in a bubble. And so a lot of that is just encapsulating, how it's being built out today. So for example, all the CapEx spending that's used today is really just to try and satisfy the amount of demand there is today. I mean, it's really very undersupplied. So as soon as those new AI GPUs get out there, they're immediately used and put to use. So it's not like people are buying a lot of these chips and putting them in inventory to be able to satisfy future demand because that demand is so high today. They also noted a couple more technical aspects of it. So people are spending out of existing cash flow today in order to be able to spend on AI and build out their AI platforms. They're not taking on additional debt or leverage to do that. So we definitely see, over the next couple of years, a lot more of this spending that just needs to be able to come online just to satisfy, the existing demand, much less the amount of more demand that we see occurring, over the future. So I think we're still a little bit probably towards the end of the picks and shovels phase as far as kind of building out AI. And I think really the theme for probably even like the end of this year, but certainly for 2026 is going to be looking for which companies out there are going to be able to take AI, and we're starting to see some companies, do this today, incorporate that into their existing products and services, add economic value so they can start charging, more revenue, grow their own top line utilizing AI. Then also those companies that can take AI, incorporate that into their own business practice so that way they can get more efficiencies, more productivity, be able to generate, higher operating margins. So I think that's really going to be the next wave of companies that investors are even searching for today, to try and invest in those that can actually utilize AI, over the course of the future. So when you think about all of that together, definitely in, the AI boom point of view, not to say that we won't be in a bubble, at some point in time in the future.